Okay, so I just got out of the shower and I look gross. Meow, 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 meow. Get over it. Um, Today I worked an 11-hour day. I'm in a hotel room again. I worked an 11-hour day, and then after that, I went to the gym and worked out for an hour, so I'm a fucking champion. Self high five. And, I rock, is essentially what I'm trying to say. But I don't always rock, fun fact, and today I would like to share what I think is a decently hilarious story um, about how I don't rock. And then I just think it's really funny and hella embarrassing. And you know what? It happened, and I have to create some good out of it, so I might as well share it with you, and it'll give you like a hearty laugh. Um, and then maybe you can share some of your horrible stories with me. We'll all just be pathetic together. Okay, so you know how I had like an army of people tweet Rose Ellen Dix and Rosie? Well, you did, and she did notice me. She follows me on Twitter. Um, she tweeted in all caps, "I see you, girl," which, you know, not sure what that means. I think, I think it means like, to be honest, I think it means like, hey, stop having hundreds of 12-year-olds tweet me. This is not the correct way to make friends. I see you. I think that's probably what it means. But I'm gonna pretend that it means like, hey, I see you. I see that video you made. Cute. Probably doesn't mean that. Probably means like, I see you. Stop uh, virtually harassing me. But whatever. We're like, my love for them is eternal, so we're just gonna relentlessly remain optimistic and say that it's good. Um, but since she followed me, um, and since I'm going to London very soon, I know she doesn't live in London, but at least it's like, the same, um, body of land, you know? And I'm not like afraid of a train, but I figured like, hey, she knows who I am. I've made my love quite blatant and clear. When I say she, I'm talking about Rose Ellen Dix, but I really mean Rose and Rosie, but like, I'm mostly talking about Rose's YouTube channel. I'm all just gonna say them. Um, and so I was like, I have to seize this opportunity. Like, this is the time to DM her now that she follows me. I was like, this is it. I'm gonna DM her. And I was like, just gonna play it real chill. But like, I can't because I'm an idiot. And like some people are like, I'm socially awkward, and it's like, you're just saying that because you think it's cute. You're actually fine. No, like I'm really terrifying. So I was like, I'll DM her because that can't go horribly. And I was just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be in your country. You clearly know that I think you're hella rad. Maybe we could like, film a video if you want. Maybe. Doesn't necessarily have to go on your channel if you're too cool for that. It can just go on my channel. I would be like, please, there's a peach just to have that happen. Mostly, I just want to give you a fist bump and say that I think you have some solid comedy, and I really look up to your relationship and how, like, you just like to be you and you guys don't try to be anything else, and I think it's great. But I was basically just gonna send a DM that says, "Hey, gonna be in your country. Perhaps we could get together." But of course, I typed the DM out like 30 times because when you're DMing the loves of your life, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. You want it to be like solid. And here, let me find my Facebook post. Meow. Oh, guys, I was on Upworthy today and a magazine called Everyday Feminism. That has nothing to do with the story, but it is true. Okay, so I typed out a draft that said, my hotel shower just went crazy. It says, "Hey lady, so at this point you probably are either terrified of me or you think my fangirling is endearing. I hope it's the latter." And then I was going to follow that up with, "And since I'm going to be in your country, please hang out with me." That would have been a pretty, like, okay, like, it's not the best, you know, but it would have been an okay DM, right? "Hey lady, so at this point you probably are either terrified of me or think my fangirling's endearing. I hope it's the latter." That would have been a good DM, right? Unfortunately, autocorrect hates me. And I actually typed, "Hey lady, so at this point, you probably are either terrified of me or you think my fingering is endearing. I hope it's the latter." And then I pressed send. You're either terrified of me or think my fingering is endearing. There's no going back from that, guys. There's no going back from that. That happened. uh, um, so after that, I immediately followed it up in caps lock. Haha, fangirling. Oh my god, autocorrects. um, and then I just, put my foot in my mouth and died. It turns out they'll be in America that week, but maybe another time. Be happy you're not me.